I feel bad for Lance. I think it's a load of garbage, to tell you the truth. I don't know why they're wasting money and time on the whole issue. But unfortunately, there's really nothing he can do about it other than what he did, I think.
If they're after him, why aren't they after everybody else? Because according to everyone else, that's what's been happening is everybody's been doping. So if you're going to go after one, for an example, go after everybody else. Is it going to help the sport? In the long run, probably. Lance was probably sharp or smart to not want to fight it anymore. I think he's had enough. I probably would be doing the same thing.
I think he fought it as long as he could without damaging his reputation too irreparably.
I think it was inevitable that it was going to come down to this, and it's unfortunate for the sport and such. And, it's just a sad situation. And I think it's probably wise that he did step back, stop pouring all that money into his defense and such.
If he was guilty, I feel that he's done so much more for humanity that I think they ought to just drop it. It's the Frenchies and the people just resisting and disliking what he's done so much that they won't ever give up until he goes down, but it's a pity.
Every once in a while there comes along a guy that just is athletically gifted a little bit. He happens to be one or two of those gifted people in the last 30 or 40 years that just can outdo everyone, and they have a vendetta against him because he's so stinking good. I
think he's been fighting those allegations for a number of years. He's provided samples all over the globe, all around the clock for many, many years. I don't know what more he can do. At some point you got to kind of turn the page and move on to the next chapter.
Go. Jinsey, unbelievable. What a ride. How in the world did you manage to pull that off?
Give me 1 second. Well, I have, I would say once a year, maybe every second year, I can almost see it happen. It's like a video clip running in my mind. And today I was on that break and I thought, okay, I attack now. You're never going to catch me again. It was one of those moments where you go, was almost like you had a voice talking to you. It's like, go now and it will happen. And I was out there and it was good, a bit of rain, a bit of uphill, downhill, wind. So whatever makes the race sticky and nasty is good for me because it hurts the others more than me. And it paid off in the end. And I'm more than happy that I actually could entertain the people a little bit today. And not only talk the talk, but then also walk the walk. So
what was going through your head as you crossed that finish line as the winner?
Well, I was nervous until basically 1K to go. Then my director came up and said, hey, you still have 5 minutes. And well, that looks pretty safe then. And then I had time to slow down a little bit and enjoy it, wave to the crowd and, just soak up the emotions,
Nice, congratulations.
We need to go.
Right over here for one short interview.
Andreas, congratulations, a fantastic second place. Of course, Jens winning. Tell me, does this result today, does this give you a little bit of confidence leading into the last couple stages of this race?
Yeah, I feel my condition is coming better and better from day to day. In the beginning I had a little bit jet lag problems and the altitude was very tough for me. But now I feel better and better every day, and I hope on the weekend I can do a lot of good things, and maybe it's a good sign for the GC.
The racing, the way it's been playing out, it seems like it's been very fast, very aggressive, but the team's kind of playing games with each other. Is this a little bit different for you?
It's a completely different race to the European races. It's in the beginning I said it's a little bit amateur racing because everybody attacked, nobody control. But I think BMC is a very good team, and Gigi have the jersey back now, and he controlled very good. And Garmin tried to put some guys in the breakaway because they know that in the final TT they have maybe no chance against TJ van Garderen. But I'm also a good TT rider. That's why I try to stay close to DJ and try my best on the weekend.
All right, good luck. Thank you.
Thank
Great
you.
ride today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Chris, unbelievable stage for Jens Voigt. Tell me, did he do that on his own, or was that part of the morning meeting?
No, morning meeting normally was we get one of the other guys in there, Boucher or George or something, and we leave Jens to help us out in the crosswinds and all that. Well, the young guys got stuck behind the group and couldn't get out, so Jens covered it. Then Jens, next thing you know, he's gone his own, going over Independence Pass. Cody and I were talking about it. We were like, that's so crazy. What is he doing? And I was like, I stopped guessing on what Jens does because he still wins anyway. So just let him do his thing. Man, he was amazing. It was unbelievable.
An unbelievable ride. You guys have been receiving some criticism for kind of the way you've been racing, but what do you say to that now?
This is exactly what I thought we would do. Is we come here, we would try to win stages. I mean, certainly you can't predict what Jens did, but we know, like I've said many times already, is that we're not racing for GC. We're just going to try to pick up some stages here and there, and then if GC falls our way, then so be it.
Looking tomorrow, the flatter stage to Colorado Springs, but after that we go into Flagstaff. The little kicker today, how are you feeling, and how do you feel like your chances are still to maybe be able to win this race overall?
I even lost time today too. I was helping the guys out a little bit here or there in the crosswind sections because I just knew I just can't do this altitude. Again, I don't know why, but altitude or fitness or whatever, but I can't do it. So I lost a little more time, another 10, 15 seconds or something today. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it matters much. I'll see you on Saturday to try to get into an early break or something and go the distance then. Hopefully the legs save them for tomorrow. And
saw your wife earlier. I was talking to her. We were teasing about all the clothes you've been wearing. So tell the viewers. I mean, you started off wearing everything,
yeah.
And yesterday you finished wearing everything.
Yes, exactly. And if you look at today too, I was the only one that was properly dressed for the weather today. It's always easy, guys. Always easy to take it off in the race. Hard to put it on in the race. And so we got really good clothing. It's really not that much of a problem to keep it on. Certainly doesn't slow me down any, so it's better for me to stay warm. Once I get cold, I'm completely done.
As soon as it rained, you're like, look at me, I'm the warm one.
Oh, I was. As soon as it started raining, I'm like, who's laughing now?
Right, thanks, Chris.
Thanks.
TJ, a fantastic ride today. Can you tell me a little bit about the tactics that were happening out on the road?
Yeah, it kind of happened like I predicted. I knew Garmin was going to try to send guys up the road on Independence, and they got Stetina up there because, they're doing anything they can to try to not control the race, and they're doing a good job at it actually. But Russ Velo and Liquigas, they controlled it pretty well to bring Stetina back, but Jens was crazy out there.
Obviously your team has been incredibly strong. You also, how important was it for you to be able to finish on front, to be able to take this yellow jersey back?
I was more looking for seconds rather than the jersey. I was kind of hoping that I'd get a gap, but it's too bad that I wasn't able to do that. But yeah, the jersey's not more important, not the most important thing. It's having it on Sunday that's important.
You talk about tomorrow being a flat day. Can you consider it a rest day before Flagstaff?
No, we start out up Hover Pass, and I've done that climb before. It's not easy. So it'll be, the breakaway is going to be strong, kind of like every day how we start up a climb. There's no slipping in there and getting in there by accident. Only strong guys are going to be there, so it's going to be hard to catch.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congrats.
Welcome to Bicycling.com and Race Radio from Stage 4 of the USA Pro Challenge. We're here in Beaver Creek. We got the Buckaroo Express lift behind us. And man, speaking of Buckaroos, how about Jens Vogt today, huh?
Yeah, incredible ride by Jens. And of course, started off immediately over Independence Pass. And I tell you, it's amazing how hard you have to go to be able to get into the break and be able to hold everybody off all day long. And so Training Peaks gave us some of Jens's information. 380 watts he averaged for an hour over Independence Pass, and then for the whole entire day, averaged 300 watts. I guess that's what it takes to be able to win a fantastic stage, and he won by 3 minutes at the end.
3 minutes. I don't think I've ever seen 380 watts, honestly. But, some of the other guys who didn't today with the other guys in the break, it really kind of fell apart there. You had a bunch of guys up front, and I talked to a few of the guys in the break, and they said that it wasn't working, and that's when Jens decided to go, and then the rest of them kind of came back. And it's been a really interesting dynamic. You've had these big, powerful breaks go, but then apparently some of the people get up there and they don't want to work. And so if not everybody wants to work, then you see what happened today, which is the one guy who does want to go goes clear. And today was basically, if you look at it, like I didn't necessarily recognize it before this, but today was a perfect Jens stage. It was like a medium mountain stage. It was hard enough to keep the weak guys out of it, but not so hard that it was a pure climber stage.
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, BMC had won a stage, Garmin had won a stage, so now if Radio Shack's up the road, those are the big teams. There's no one else really left to chase, and that's exactly what they did do. Nobody really chased. Russ Velo chased for a little while, but everybody was pretty content to let Jens go up the road and did a fantastic ride to stay up there. And the other thing that really brought back the break and made people not work is when Peter Stetina went up there, because when you have somebody that dangerous, it's just going to cause a big mess. And of course, Russ Velo is the ones that brought it back. And in the end, it was a sprint up the hill to see who was going to get that yellow jersey.
Yeah, and TJ gets it back because he finishes 3 spots in front of Christian. So we go back to that tiebreaker because they're on the same overall time. So TJ now has a lower cumulative overall finish than Christian Vande Velde. So he gets the jersey back. They get to defend again tomorrow. But some really interesting tactics today. I noticed like Liquigas was pulling at one point, and as soon as most of the break came back, then they stopped. Then they pulled again, and then they stopped. And I don't know what they were doing, if they were trying to set up Nibali and decided not to, but it was really strange for them.
When it was a 5-minute gap, they knew they weren't going to catch Jens. And so, at the finish, it was a great sprint. I mean, Clodin getting second, really dangerous man. He can time trial, so that's somebody you have to look out for. But ironically, on today's stage, they gave like every 10 guys a 2-second time gap, a 3-second time gap. They were holding these times so precious. Now they're like divvying it out everywhere.
They're handing it out.
You're delayed, you're in the back. It's like, come on, man, make up your mind here.
Yeah, we've seen definitely some kind of inconsistent officiating on the time gaps. Now, you got to wonder now. I mean, if you're coming down to, you basically have 2 stages left that are going to matter. You got the Saturday stage up Flagstaff and Boulder, and the Sunday time trial. What's the cumulative effect of leaving all these seconds on the road and then dishing some of them out here, but not there? I guess we'll only have to find out then.
Yeah, so, I mean, TJ has the yellow jersey. Danielson with the KOM, only 4 points ahead of Casablanco. And the thing to remember is on these mountaintop finishes, there's no points. So there's only 1 day left for points, which Caruso has the points leader. Tyler Ferrer, in other words, tomorrow is the one chance for the sprinters on this mountain climbing day, and there's not that many sprinters left in order to get that point jersey, and it's going to be able to beat Caruso, because after that there's no more points on the line.
Tyler made up 2 points today at the second intermediate sprint, so he's now 5 points down overall. But you mentioned the KOM jersey. Casablanco was in the break today. He's now 46 points. I think Danielson is at 50. I would be not surprised to see Casablanco go in a very early move over Hoosier Pass tomorrow. But I think that one will come back. I think it's a 118-mile stage. You got 4 finishing circuits in downtown Colorado Springs.
I like circuits. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun.
Active, it'll be good. Good for the sprinters to see what sprinters are kind of left. Oh, we're down to 103 riders left in the race.
Some more attrition.
Seven. How many were left out? 7 guys were out today. So, yeah, I don't have to say it's been a tough race. It's obviously been a tough race.
It's obviously been a tough race, absolutely. But as far as tomorrow for pick for the sprint, who do you got?
I'll go with Caruso.
Okay, I'll go with Farah. So that leaves Jake Keogh on the outside, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, tune in tomorrow. That's Race Radio from Stage 4 of the USA Pro Cycling Challenge. I'm Joe Lindsay. This is Frankie Andreu. Thanks for joining us.
It's raining. You're on your own. I'm out of here.
We're leaving.
Look, I'm getting wet.
See ya.
Getting wet.
Oh, no.